What's up guys, I'm Abraham. I'm the lead instructor here at South Coast Welding Academy, and today I'm going to show you how to use a welding positioner. We're going to weld out a 12-inch pipe, 375 wall thickness. We're going to MIG the root, and then we're going to fill and cap with Flux Core. Alright, let's get it. Alright guys, this is a welding positioner. You usually see this at production shops, and the reason why production shops use them a lot is because they help you weld a pipe much faster than rather if you were welding it in a fixed position. Alright, so first things first, when you come up with one of these, come up to one of these, you want to check the chucks. You want to make sure that all three are aligned perfectly when you close them together. Like this. So if two of them are touching and one of them is not, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take all of them out, unscrew them all the way back. And all of these are numbered. They go by 1, 2, and 3. You're going to have to put them back together in order. Alright guys, this position is set to go. I'm going to go ahead and mount my pipe up. Right now I'm pretty much opening the chucks. I know my pipe is going to be somewhere over here. So when I mount it, I want to be close enough to get it. Alright, I got a lot to go. So right now I'm gonna line up the pipe on these chucks, the outer ones. You can use any of them. But I'm gonna use these right here. And like I said, you could use different size pipes for this positioner. All right, so one thing you're gonna wanna do is check your welding positioner. You wanna check if it's level or not, because these do tilt up or down. So go ahead and set this right here. I see it's a little off. It seems that it has to come up about 1/8. No, it has to come down about 1/8. Yeah. So let's tilt it. Let's tilt it down. Right there. That's good enough right there. All right. That's good. Let's go ahead and mount our pipe up. Right now I'm making sure that the edges are touching, so the pipe will be aligned. Because if it's not aligned, the pipe's not gonna be rolling centered. So there it goes. Let's go ahead and rotate this. You need to make sure you tighten in all 3 holes, just to be on the safe side. That should be good enough. All right, guys. So every positioner, you control it with a pedal or with a remote. Right here we have a pedal. So pretty much it's R and F, reverse and forward. All right, and you control the speed of it from back here. Every positioner has it to where you can control the speed with this right here. So when I do the root, I like to put it all the speed all the way up. All right, guys. So this is the pipe right here. When I set it up, I put 4 tacks and I put them crisscross to each other. One right here, one over here, one over here, and one over here. When I put the root in, I'm gonna do one side right here, and then I'm gonna skip to the opposite side. That way the pipe doesn't warp. All right, when I put the root in, I like to stay anywhere from 12, 1, 2, 3, anywhere from 1 to almost 3 o'clock. So this is my window right here. This would be my window right here of where I like to stay when I put in my root in. And I go downhill when I put my root in. And when I do it, I walk the cut. I like to just start right here. I'll start, work my way down, work it. And then when I notice that I'm too low, that's when I push the pedal down with my left foot. And I keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm too low, again. Okay, it takes a little bit of coordination. Actually, it takes a lot of coordination. A couple practice runs and you'll be fine. And again, make sure that you don't get stuck with your foot and then you keep going over here like this, because then you'll be like at 12 o'clock, and that's actually really easy for your putter to just sag down and fall. Let me put my gear on so we can start welding this pipe out. So the amperage I'm running is about 18.3 and about 215 wire speed. And you want to stay on the edge of that keyhole with your wire as you walk your cup down. If you stay on the edge of the keyhole like that, it ensures me that I'm penetrating. I'm going to make sure that you're tearing up all the walls as you go down. I'm going to stay on the edge of that keyhole. So when I start, I pretty much dab each side and then I go. So you want to do this with one hand. So if you try to do it with two hands, you're not going to have that much control of the gun. You got to stay right on the edge of that keyhole with your wire. This is pretty much like if you're doing a 3G MIG route going downhill. You can think of it like that. Okay, so if your gap gets getting tighter, you actually want to weld the pipe going towards more at the top. Okay, so right now I finished welding on both opposite sides of the pipe. I finished welding a section here and a section over here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove these two tacks. I'm going to go ahead and feather these tacks and then tie them in. And I'm going to feather right now. I'm going to demonstrate on how to feather it. What you want to do is you want to feather about an inch. You want to go ahead and remove the tack completely so that when you're walking your cup down, it doesn't get in the way. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to feather it. So what you want to do is you want to feather about 1 inch, and towards the end, and at the end of the feather, you want to grind it down really thin to where you can see bluish. And when you start welding, you want to start right at the top here. So by the time you get at the end, it's nice and hot and it fuses right through. Alright, so about choosing what temperature to run your MIG root depends on the size of the pipe. Obviously, the bigger the pipe, the hotter you want to run. I normally like to weld my roots at about 17.5, and that'd be like a 6-inch pipe. But since this is a 12-inch pipe, I chose to run at about 18. I go about 1/2 inch, and then I push the foot pedal down, and it takes me about 1 inch. So I move 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. I don't pedal down. Pedal down. Alright guys, one way I can know if you have your MIG set right at the right amperage and right wire speed is I gotta listen to it. If it sounds like a bumblebee, then you're pretty much set to go. If it's popping all over the place, then you gotta go ahead and readjust the temperature, the amp. And like I said before, always stay on the edge of that keyhole and just walk yourself back. Walk it down. By doing so, I'm reassuring that I'm breaking down the walls. Alright guys, so after you finish your root pass, what you want to do is you want to grind down your stops and starts. I got 4. I got 1 right here, 1 right here, another 1 right here, and 1 more right here. Now, many people, what they do is they grind the whole root pass down. They clean it up with the grinder. I didn't do that. That's too time consuming for me. I used to do that when I barely started welding because I was scared of failing an x-ray. But after a while, I threw that out the window. Your flux is gonna burn everything out. You just gotta grind down your stops and starts. All right guys, I'm about to start my hot pass. I'm running my hot pass at 28 amps and about 340, 350 wire speed. Now the way I run my hot pass is I set my cup down anywhere from 12 to 2 o'clock. I set it down and I wiggle it down, and I start wiggling it down. When I get too low, I push my pedal down, and that's how I do it. want to make sure that you're fusing on both sides of the bevel. If your hand is getting tired of walking the cup, you can go ahead and stop. But I've done this a lot. I've done this a lot, so kind of built up my stamina doing this. Make sure you keep walking down and that your puddle doesn't roll over. So I'm about to go ahead and stop. I'm about to fuse. Let's see, I fuse. This is a hot pass right here. Alright guys, I just finished my hot pass. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to flush it out with this next pass. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be focusing around, I'll say 1 o'clock, and I'm going to be weaving this puddle out like this, making sure it's flush. Hey guys, I'm getting a bit tired, but I'm going to try to make the whole pipe all the way around without stopping. Now if you get tired, it's okay to stop, but I hate stopping. I like to go all the way. I think I'm coming up against the tie-in, so yeah, there it goes. You just want to fuse right into that tie. I used to stop when I just started welding. I just stop right there, grind it out, and tie in right there. But throughout the years, I noticed that was unnecessary also. So pretty much flushed it with this bead. And you just knock the slack off of it. Right here's the flush, guys. Alright, now keep in mind, you won't always be able to flush down a pipe in 2 passes. I pretty much did the root, the hot pass, and then I flushed it down with the next pass. Now if the pipe was a little thicker, it would take more beads to flush it. Alright guys, I'm about to start my cap. And for my cap, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use this man-made jig right here. It's pretty much a Flux Core gun holder. It was made out of a jack stand, some tubing, some angle iron, and some nuts and bolts. So pretty much, you see these a lot in fabrication shops. Mostly all the fabrication shops and production shops I worked at had these. So it was pretty much, you put your Flux Core gun right here. Right there. And this pretty much, this pretty much helps you, makes you do the perfect cap. Your beads will be nice and slick with this thing. are gonna be nice and thick with this thing because you're not holding it, it's just there, nice and still. So what you do is you want to set this at about 1 o'clock, and you want to set it about a 16 to a 332 away from the outer edge of the bevel. Right there, should be good enough right there. So before you start your cap, it's very important you got your speed, the speed it's gonna roll at. So over here, I adjusted my speed at about 20 right here, the speed. The bigger the pipe, the slower you're gonna wanna roll. And the smaller the pipe, the faster you're gonna wanna roll. Keep in mind, if you don't know what speed to set it at, you can ask for some scrap pipe or test it out on another piece of pipe so you get your speed set correctly. Like I said, before I set this pipe up here, I had another 12-inch pipe on here, and I pretty much tested the speed out and which one I see what speed I like. So right here, I'm gonna see if it hits anywhere, or go ahead and do a few dry runs. And I'm pretty much liking that. It's not moving up and down. The pipe is nice and centered. So as you're capping your pipe, before it gets to your tie-in, you want to knock the slack off where you started your bead at. Alright guys, so after every bead on your cap, you want to set your wire right on the outer edge of the last bead. Right now guys, all I'm doing is holding down the pedal as my Flux Core holder is holding my Flux Core gun. Alright guys, for today I have it, a 12-inch pipe and a welding positioner table. I hope this video helped you all out. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Peace out.